All right. So it goes from the pulmonary arteries to the lungs, gets oxygen and gets rid of CO2, comes back through the pulmonary veins, hits up the left atrium, goes to the mitral valve, goes to the left ventricle, goes to the aortic valve, and goes to the aorta, which is the largest artery in the body, and that pumps oxygenated blood to the body's cells, and then it's just a big cycle and it starts over again. Okay, so the aorta is going to be your biggest artery in the body. Oxygenated blood, it's bright red. Superior and inferior vena cava are your largest veins in the body. It's blue because they carry deoxygenated blood. Okay, so this is the anatomy of the heart. We did this on Monday and Tuesday. We labeled the heart, and this is what you need to be focusing on and studying. I'm going to walk around the classroom, right? So if you see over here, if you would have been in class, for Wednesday, this is Wednesday and Thursday stuff. We've been labeling the heart. So when I say label the heart, this is what you need to be focused on. You will have to label this on your exam, okay? So when you come in on exam day, you're literally gonna get this exact same picture, okay? You're gonna get this exact same picture, label it up, no word bank, so you're gonna label it up, just like we did the bones, right? You're gonna flip it over, and on the back, you have to put blood flow through the heart. Now, if we go over by the board, we've been writing this every day. I'll tell the kids, you know, hey, where do we start with? And see at the top there, SVC, IVC, that's superior vena cava, inferior vena cava. You know, and then I draw an arrow, and they tell me, okay, from there it goes to the right atrium, Miss Glenn, and after the right atrium it goes to the tricuspid valve, then it goes to the right ventricle, then it goes to the pulmonary valve, then the pulmonary arteries, the lungs, the pulmonary veins. After the pulmonary veins, it goes back up at the top to the left atrium, so on, all the way through left ventricle, aortic valve, aorta, and after the aorta, it takes it to the body, right? So you're gonna have to flip that heart over, and this is when I say pathway of blood through the heart, here it is right here. I don't care if you put boxes around the words. Some people are a little fancy and they put boxes around each word and they do arrows, whatever. But you have to, or put step 1, SVC, IVC, step 2, right atrium, you know, and so on down the line. But you have to name each one of the steps, okay? I'm gonna put a picture of it up and make it a little prettier, and I'll put a picture of it up on Google Classroom, okay? So that's what we focused on Monday and Tuesday in class. We focused on labeling the heart, knowing how the heart is set up, you know, which valves are on which side and all that kind of stuff. And we focused on blood flow through the heart. How does the blood flow through the heart, get to the lungs, and get oxygen again, okay? The Khan Academy videos, again, are very great for that. If you look over here, too, you might want to add in your notes. We did blue equals veins, and it's deoxygenated blood, and red equals arteries, it's oxygenated blood. Okay, and we talked about some other stuff that I have here on the board, but we'll talk about that in another video, okay? So that's what we kind of focused on the past 2 days. You need to be studying that. Again, on your exam, you're going to have to label the heart, and then you're going to have to put the blood flow on the back of that page. If you do not know the anatomy of the heart, you're not going to be able to answer the questions on the test. You know, possible questions, again, would be, you know, what artery, is it the pulmonary veins, or if this is the pulmonary arteries that carries deoxygenated blood to the lungs? Well, that would be the pulmonary arteries. You know, what is the largest artery in the body? That's the aorta. What's the largest veins in the body? This is superior and inferior vena cava, okay? So you have to make sure you're studying that. This right here, by the way, this middle part, where my finger's at, that's the septum. If you read in your notes, it's got a septum that divides the heart. Why? Because you don't want deoxygenated blood and oxygenated blood mixing together, okay? So right there is going to be the septum. Again, you don't want deoxygenated blood and oxygenated blood mixing together. I hope this video helps with your labeling the heart, and I'll post some other videos up later on today or tomorrow on what we talked about on Wednesday and Thursday in class. Okay, if you have any questions, email me and let me know, and I hope you have the great rest of your day.